position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Grabbed behind the line, it's Daniels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's back. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. The run to the left. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Canes will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Split backs here. He'll pull it on the read. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Dumps it off in the flats. Open spaces. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Reynolds. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Byers on the move. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Tight end now in motion. Dinkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Caves. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, back the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Dropping back, it's Aller. He's going to let it go. And that pass was knocked down, but I think this flag is going to negate a good defensive play. The defense was in the neutral zone. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They feed him again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Got room to work.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's back. Quickly to the tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
No, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Finds his man down the middle. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's back. With the catch, it's Fletcher.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out to throw it. He's got it behind the line. It's Singleton. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Pena. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Just going to keep it after the snap. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Line getting set on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Turning it on! The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the... time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
And the Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Quick pass on the fly motion. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's back. Good timing on the quick out. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
The Hurricanes have a lot of options on second and inches. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Sets up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations when you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field. They didn't have it set up that time.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Fires on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes a grab for a big play. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Might be changing the route. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. And that'll do it here in the 2nd quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's out. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Lost to fire on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Lowers that. He's loose down the left side. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football and then also do damage after the catch. You see so many athletes athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's back. Takes the easy completion. The Hurricanes get the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. Early on the Jets. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. He'll work his way down to the 28. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
The option look. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Dropping back, it's back. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. And the Canes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going back to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He's got it. First down and more. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's back. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Ross. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play.
He's loose. All out of space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Card in the backfield, it's Daniels. Touchdown, Canes! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Create more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Allard. Buys a little time. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Singleton. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete downfield. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got room on the return. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
They'll move the tight end. Using the quick game. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Makes the grab on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw again. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
To throw, it's Aller. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we We've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's back. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. Throws to the tight end. On over the middle, it's Reynolds. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.